Ever wonder who laid the foundations of what we know about life today? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the lives and contributions of some incredible biologists. And yes, we'll compare these scientific legends to modern-day celebrities. Ready? Let's get started. First up, we have the one and only Charles Darwin. Imagine Darwin as the rock star of biology. Like Mick Jagger, but with more beards and fewer concerts. Charles Darwin, born in 1809, embarked on a 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle, where he collected numerous specimens and made observations that would change the world. His most famous work, On the Origin of Species, introduced the theory of natural selection. Darwin's theory explained how species evolve over time through a process of natural selection. It was like hitting the scientific jackpot, a theory that transformed our understanding of life on Earth. Imagine a reality TV show where only the fittest contestants get to stay on the island. That's natural selection for you. The best adapted organisms survive and reproduce, passing on their advantageous traits to the next generation. If Darwin were around today, he'd be the David Attenborough of his time, narrating epic nature documentaries and blowing our minds with his insights. Next, let's shine a spotlight on Rosalind Franklin. Think of her as the Beyoncé of biology, incredibly talented, but often not given the full credit she deserves. Born in 1920, Rosalind Franklin was a brilliant X-ray crystallographer whose work was crucial in discovering the structure of DNA. Her famous Photo 51 inches provided key insights that led to the double helix model proposed by Watson and Crick. This photo was like the scientific equivalent of a blockbuster movie poster. It revealed the helical structure of DNA, which is essential for understanding how genetic information is stored and transferred. DNA is like the ultimate dance partner, 2 strands twisting and turning in perfect harmony. Thanks to Franklin's work, we now know the choreography that makes life possible. If Franklin were a modern celebrity, she'd be the ultimate pop star, breaking records, topping charts, and inspiring generations with her brilliance. Move over, Beyoncé! This discovery was initially met with skepticism, but later earned her a Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1983. Now let's introduce Louis Pasteur, the microbiologist who took on germs like a superhero. Imagine Pasteur as the Sherlock Holmes of biology, always investigating and solving mysteries. Born in 1822, Louis Pasteur's work in microbiology revolutionized medicine and public health. He developed the germ theory of disease, which established that microorganisms cause infections. His work led to the creation of vaccines and pasteurization, processes that save millions of lives. Pasteurization. It's not just a fancy term, it's the reason you can drink milk without worrying about nasty bacteria. Cheers to Pasteur! Pasteur was like the original germ buster, fighting off invisible villains to protect humanity. His vaccines for rabies and anthrax were game changers. Now let's hop back in time to meet Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics. Imagine him as the Albert Einstein of biology, a genius whose work laid the foundation for an entire field of science. Born in 1822, Gregor Mendel was an Austrian monk who conducted experiments with pea plants in his monastery garden. His meticulous work led to the discovery of the basic principles of heredity, now known as. Mendel's experiments with pea plants revealed how traits are passed from one generation to the next. He identified dominant and recessive traits, which helped us understand how genetic inheritance works. Think of Mendel's garden as the original genetic talent show. Pea plants competed to show off their traits, and Mendel was the judge, noting which characteristics were passed on. If Mendel were around today, he'd be like a scientific Albert Einstein, revolutionizing our understanding of genetics and inspiring countless researchers to follow in his footsteps. Next up, we have Alexander Fleming, the man who discovered penicillin. Picture him as the Robert Downey Jr. of biology, a charismatic hero who made a life-saving discovery. Born in 1881, Alexander Fleming was a Scottish bacteriologist who discovered penicillin by accident in 1928. He noticed that a mold called Penicillium notatum was killing bacteria in his petri dishes, leading to the development of the first antibiotic. Fleming's discovery of penicillin revolutionized medicine, providing a powerful tool to fight bacterial infections. It was like finding a superhero serum that could save millions of lives. Penicillin is the ultimate germ-fighting superhero, swooping in to save the day and defeat bacterial villains. If Fleming were a modern celebrity, he'd be Robert Downey Jr. Charming, brilliant, and responsible for saving countless lives with his groundbreaking discovery. Now let's swing over to Jane Goodall, the world-renowned primatologist. Imagine her as the Meryl Streep of biology, a beloved icon whose work has touched the hearts of many. Born in 1934, Jane Goodall's groundbreaking research on chimpanzees in Tanzania changed our understanding of primates and their behavior. She discovered that chimpanzees use tools, have complex social structures, and display emotions similar to humans. Goodall's work highlighted the deep connections between humans and our closest relatives, the chimpanzees. It was like discovering a long-lost branch of the family tree. Chimpanzees are like the original DIY experts, using sticks to fish for termites and leaves as sponges. Thanks to Goodall, we now know just how clever and emotional these primates are. If Goodall were a modern celebrity, she'd be Meryl Streep, beloved, respected, and a true legend in her field. Last but not least, let's meet Carl Linnaeus, the father of taxonomy. Think of him as the Simon Cowell of biology, meticulous, detail-oriented, and a bit of a perfectionist. Born in 1707, Carl Linnaeus developed the system of binomial nomenclature, which is still used today to classify and name living organisms. His work laid the foundation for modern taxonomy, allowing scientists to organize and identify species systematically. Linnaeus's system of naming species was like creating the ultimate biological filing cabinet. Thanks to his work, we can neatly categorize and study the incredible diversity of life on Earth. Think of Linnaeus as the original organization guru, bringing order to the chaos of the natural world with his classification system. If Linnaeus were around today, he'd be Simon Cowell, a bit strict, incredibly detail-oriented, and leaving a lasting impact on his field. The pioneers we've explored today have left an indelible mark on the field of biology. Their discoveries have shaped our understanding of life and continue to inspire new generations of scientists. Science is a journey of curiosity and discovery. Whether you're exploring the mysteries of DNA, the behavior of primates, or the vast diversity of life, remember that you're building on the legacy of these incredible pioneers. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of biology. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content. And remember, whether you're a budding biologist or just curious about the world, there's always more to discover. Keep exploring, keep learning, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next great pioneer in biology.